First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, go here!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
10. Jumbo.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, stop.
Now Jameis on second down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now, let's go. Hey, 22! Big 20!
Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. to go play action here on first down. On the move to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Ready? Blue lady. Coming to you. Green, triple C. Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Throwing, Winston. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right, boys, here we go.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff to Henry. Breaks a tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, little 360. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Stay in there. Ready? Back to the ball, behind. Easy. Sonny. Check.
Second down, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. Ready. White 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a second down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. A first down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again with Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. A give to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Now he's flushed, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford, he's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Set. Yellow 20. Omaha tonight. Watch that, kid. Watch the ball. 22. Tag 52. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. 20. Hot. Switch. Come on.
They snap it to Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate, 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford, flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The give is to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, let's get it working. Even. Ready. Black 22. Let's go. It's time to play. Sonic. Let's go. Let's convert.
Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go now.
Winston now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Like 7. Libra. Like 7.
On first down, it's Stafford. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Trips right. Big 20. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go here. Hey. Hey, Red. Watch the ship.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, Winston. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first down carry for Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And
it's a fumble, and the Buccaneers have it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Ready. Black 22. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Second down, Winston. Alluding to pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ready? Black 22. Sunday. What's that?
Play action now. Winston. Just keep. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Bullard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Trio right. We're rolling.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, 4 down, tag 53.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
21. 22. Hey, tag 50 left. Oh, here. 29.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by wasted that time for Cooper. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Lions. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey! Give me radar.
One last throw here for Stanford. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.